them down? Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will make it into the end zone. Shifts by him. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st. On 1st down, Bernard. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Burrow able to find Sample. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, he's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up.
The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is sacked.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems... And his 1st carry, he loses the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the point after.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So the Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, Carr eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Carr's pass intercepted.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10 yards.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, and that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up.
Burrow on the keeper.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. 4 following the fumble recovery. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.